Thank you so much, Carmen. Dietary supplements are used by more than 1/2 of adults and 1/3 of children in America, according to the National Institutes of Health. They often fill nutrient gaps and optimize health, but many people just don't understand the health impact of dietary supplements. And to learn more, I'm here with Dr. Richard Bloomer, the Dean of the College of Health Sciences at the University of Memphis. This is a great one, especially as we're getting our bellies full this week. Thanks for being here.
Thanks so much. Yes, dietary supplements are a big business. Last year, 2024, we hit $250 billion in worldwide sales. In the U.S., we see about a 60% use rate in adults over 20 and about an 80% use rate in adults over 60 for dietary supplements.
Okay, do you think they're a good idea or not? Like, what are your thoughts?
I think dietary supplements have their place. They will never replace a good quality nutrient-dense diet. I think that's something people really need to pay attention to. So whole food nutrition, regular structured exercise, sleep, stress management, and then dietary supplementation as an adjunct.
I like how you put that in. You put that in order for us. Okay, so I mean, can they be effective? How do they impact your body?
Well, it depends on the dietary supplement. So there are many classes of supplements, but most individuals who use a multivitamin, multimineral, vitamin D3, and fish oil, those are really the three most popular dietary supplements that we see in the U.S. Those are the ones that I generally would recommend to individuals as staples in their plan. But then you can get a whole host of other things, from protein powders to energy supplements to weight loss products to creatine to supplements for eye health, for gut health. So there are a number of things people really need to do their homework to find out what's going to be best for them.
And you know, I remember, like, I will do like an annual panel to know what I have that's deficient. So I was a little low on vitamin D, so you know, I started taking that. So it's interesting you say that, and a lot of my friends do that as well. But this is so important. So is there anything that you should pay attention to when you're looking to find the right supplement for you?
There is. I really encourage people to do their homework. Don't simply listen to a quote-unquote influencer. Don't look at simply Google articles that are written by individuals that are trying to interpret the data, but go to the original data source, which they could always find on PubMed. It's a medical database. They can search the individual product or ingredient and actually look at the research studies that have been done. But the main thing people need to focus on is the ingredient and the dosage of the ingredient, because the dosage oftentimes is far inferior in the products that people purchase versus what was actually used in the research study.
Oh, wow. And so you said PubMed, P-U-B-M-E-D.
P-U-B-M-E-D, PubMed, yes.
Okay, check that out. Okay, and so anything that you consider that we should stay away from?
Well, I think individuals, again, need to do a little bit of the homework. The things that we see the most problems with, oftentimes people say dietary supplements are unregulated and unsafe. They are regulated, so they are not unregulated. FDA and FTC do have authority over dietary supplementation, but they're regulated post-market, once they're in the marketplace, as opposed to pre-market, which would be the case for pharmaceuticals. But individuals really need to focus on things that are probably devoid of a lot of stimulants. The main problems we see with ER visits are products that have stimulants, caffeine and many other stimulants that tend to elevate heart rate, blood pressure, lead to heart rhythm disturbances and things like that.
You know, the last time we spoke, I love when you come on here. You said it's good to get it through food, right? So when you think supplements, how do we get, you know, how do we get it through food?
Well, certain things you mentioned, for example, vitamin D3. Most individuals in the United States, including Memphis, Tennessee, that has many days of sunlight, are deficient in vitamin D3. So using a supplemental form of D3, which literally costs pennies per day at about 1,000 to 2,000 IUs per day, is a good adjunct to whole food nutrition, because unfortunately many individuals are not consuming a nutrient-dense diet. They're probably devoid of certain micronutrients, as you alluded to earlier.
Wow. So, okay. And then when the holidays are here, you know, looking at that, and people kind of, you know, have very interesting foods. When you talk about consistency, can you explain how that plays out with us and why consistency may be important here?
It is. So, you know, during the next several weeks, individuals likely are going to partake in foods they otherwise wouldn't consume, and they're probably going to consume those foods in abundance. So what I generally recommend, people suggest, well, or ask, is there a dietary supplement that's going to help mitigate some of the potential problems of the foods that I'm eating? And the simple answer is no, there are not. Unless potentially you're using a dietary supplement that is fiber rich, a viscous fiber that might act as more of a binding agent, which may help increase this feeling of satiety or fullness. But the main thing I think people need to focus on is trying to minimize the calorie intake leading up to that larger later in the day meal, and have a meal that, or meals that are more protein rich as opposed to carbohydrate and fat rich, which are usually the meals they're consuming later in the day.
And that's a fact. And so you're on social media. You're the website for, and there's a website for the your department as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And so when we go there, we just kind of find details about your department, and then anything you guys are kind of paying attention to right now?
Yes, and we actually have a Center for Nutraceutical and Dietary Supplement Research, where we have a lab staff, several great investigators that do research on ingredients and finished products. We have those papers that have been published listed on the website as well.
Oh, that's incredible. There is so much happening here in Memphis. I love this. Dr. Bloomer, really appreciate you helping us figure out dietary supplements.
Yes, thank you.
And there's much more live at 9 ahead this morning. A local company wants to make sure that man's best friend gets nutritional meals. We're going to learn what they are dishing up right here in the Bluff City. And coming up a little later, what's old can become new again. Sewing master Kari Harris is going to have some tips on how to upcycle and create all new decor from your home.